try and add to it next week. So, start off in Genesis 9. Oh, no, sorry. Genesis 1, 28 through 28 and 29. And what it says there is, great, I need to go. So 28 and 29, it says, God blessed them and said to them, be fruitful and multiply and subdue the earth, subdue it, rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the air, and every living creature that crawls on the earth. Then God said, here throughout the whole world I am giving you as food every seed-bearing plant and every tree with seed-bearing fruit. And this is the establishing the blessing to populate and have dominion over the earth, and a diet. The first diet that's probably recorded. In Genesis 9, verse 17, we see that this is, to give a little context, this was after the... Oh, sorry. Did I have to do the clicker? Or no? I turned on the clicker, so. 9, 1 through 17. Next slide. There is 3 things that Adonai promised Noah after the floods. The reestablishment of the blessing of repopulating the earth, diversity of the human diet, and the promise to the earth that the earth will not be flooded with water again. Now, let's go into the chapter. It says, God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth. The fear and dread of you will be upon every wild animal and every bird in the air and every creature populating the ground, and all the fish of the sea. They have been handed over to you. Every moving thing that lives will be food for you, just as I have given you green plants before So I give you everything, only flesh with its life, which is its blood, you are not to eat. I will certainly demand an accounting for the blood of your lives. I will demand it from every animal, from every human being. I will demand from every human being and according for the life of its fellow human being. I don't really know how to. This is for the how to prepare the flesh after you kill the animal, and then it goes on further. Whosoever sheds human blood, by human being will his own blood be shed. For God made human beings in his image. And I account 6 as being a law before before Moses' time. I would consider, if anyone read through it a bunch of times and got a different answer, I don't mind talking about it and being corrected on it. Because you're the pastor.
Capital punishment. Move on. Right there.
Then 8, then God spoke to Noah, his sons with him. He said, as for me, I herewithin establish my covenant with you, with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you. The birds, the livestock, and every wild animal that is with you. Oh wait, hold on. I think I did that twice. And with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the livestock, and every wild animal with you, all going out of the ark, every animal on the earth, I will establish my covenant with you, that never again will all living beings be destroyed by water of a flood. And there will never again be a flood to destroy the earth. God added, here is a sign of covenant I'm making between myself and you and every living creature with you for generations to come. I am putting my rainbow in the cloud. It will be there as a sign of the covenant between myself and the earth. Whether I bring clouds over the earth and the rainbow is seen in the cloud, I will remember my covenant which is between myself and you and every living creature of any kind, and the water will never again become a flood to destroy all living beings. The rainbow will be in the clouds so that when I look at it, I will remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of any kind on the earth. Now, the third promise was towards the living creatures that lived on the earth, and to give a mark that he will not flood the earth again. Next one. Okay, now, as you can see, I've done the multiple chapters that I've went through. And the last one is very, very interesting to me. But let's go on with the promise of great nation. Would somebody want to read that? Yes. Would somebody else want to read 15?
Unto the land that I will show you. And I will make of thee a great nation, I will bless thee, and make thy name great. And thou shalt be a blessing, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee. And in thee shall all of the families of the earth be blessed.
Now, I have nothing to say on that one because that
Well,
would
indirectly though, that's saying that that's a prophecy of Christ, that through him, through his lineage, Jesus would come, and the earth, because of that, will be blessed, and the peoples of the earth.
yes. 15, 18.
In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, Unto thy seed I have given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river Euphrates.
That is a promise of not only the nation of the land itself, but also the how much. Let me rethink this. The inheritance that Abraham's lineage would have. And we have seen, we're gonna see further down that the inheritance was not fully given, because David took over a lot of land, so did. Anyways, we would see down further that the land wasn't fully given yet, but Abram did walk across it. Would somebody like to take 13, 14 through 17?
Adonai said to Abram, after Lot had moved away from him, Look all around you from where you are, to the north, the south, the east, and the west. All the land you see I will give to you and your descendants forever, and I will make of your descendants as numerous as the specks of dust on the earth, so that if a person can count the specks of dust on earth, then your descendants can be counted. Get up and walk through the length and the breadth of the land, because I will give it to you. And Abram moved his tent and camped and lived by the oaks of Mamre, which are in Hebron, and there he built an altar to Adonai.
this was another promise that was given to Abram or Abraham. The translation in my Bible it talks about Abram. So this was before he got his name changed and everything like that, but what else? Would somebody like to read 3:15? No, 15:5. Yes, Corey, over there.
He took him outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, then he said to him, so shall your offspring be."
And funny science thing, if I may. We now know how many galaxies there are. There's just like 10 to the 80th power. If I'm thinking correctly.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that too.
I don't know.
I,
All we know is that it's a lot.
And they keep finding more all the
they
time.
do.
Only we could move and look other places too.
This fourth one is the prophecy of that Adonai said to Abram. Could someone want to read that, Pastor? It's 13 through 13 and 14.
God
You
said
can-
to Abram, "Know for certain that your descendants will be strangers in a land that is not theirs, for they will be enslaved and oppressed 400 years. But I will also judge the nation whom they will serve, and afterward they will come out with many possessions."
In the what is it? Am I reading this correctly? Yeah. In my translation of the Bible, which is the CJB, it says 13, 14. Okay. Adonai said to Abram, "Know that for certain your descendants will be foreigners in a land not their own. They will be slaves and held in oppression there 400 years. But I will also judge that nation." Again, in translations are very differ sometimes. But I will judge the nation, the one that makes them slaves. Afterwards, they will leave with many possessions. Hence, the reason why I said Adonai prophesies the 400 years of slavery and wealth that Abram's descendants will acquire. And that is all for right now that I have. I will do more studying. I will also put the more